Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and today I am going to do a little demo on this Nouveau embellishment mousse. I've had so many people since we put this up in the shop, and these are some of the new colors, that have asked me, how can you use that? What is different from that and something else? I mean, is this any good? So I'm going to show you just a few ways that you can use this. If I showed you every way that you could use it, we would be here a long time. This is a very, very flexible medium. It adds metallic dimensional details to your craft projects. This is a water-based, so you can add water to it, blend it, soften it, do whatever you want to. So all I have done here is I have taken just a white piece of cardstock and I have embossed it. So I just took one of my embossing folders and embossed it. This is the lemon sorbet. When you get it, it's going to look like that. That's normal. Don't think that there's something wrong with it or it's old or whatever. That is normal. It is a very creamy, and I use my finger tool. It's a very creamy application. It almost feels just like butter when you're rubbing on it. So just put a little bit on your finger and then just start going over your embellished area. Just lightly going over it. And you'll see how pretty this makes it. And because this is so creamy, it blends well and it lasts forever. If it dries up, add a little water to it. Now, I want you to look at that. Is that not absolutely gorgeous? And when this dries really well, that shine will come out. And let me get my light over this way. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The more it dries, the more it shines. So that is one way that you can use it. Absolutely fantastic. So if you had this for your card front, all you would have to do is cut that the size of your card that you needed, put that down, put a little sentiment on there, and you've got a beautiful, beautiful card front. So love that way to use it. You can also use it with your stencils. Now I will tell you, when you use it with your stencils, make sure that as soon as you finish using it on your stencil that you go and wash your stencil off. Because if this dries on your stencil, it is a booger to get off, I promise you. So all you need to do to use it on your stencil is just get a little bit on your palette knife, put your stencil down. You can tape it down if you want. I usually just lay it down and hold it. Okay. And then, if I can get a hold of it, pull it up. And look at that. Now, of course, I didn't do it all in these little areas. If you did it all, you would have, everything would be so pretty. But look how easy that stencils, and it doesn't go, bleed under your stencil. Gorgeous. Okay, that's another way you can use it. I'm going to put my stencil right here and spray it down, just because I can't clean it right this second. Okay. Now, if you want to use it just as a medium on your project just as the background to make your background stand up a little bit or have a little bit of dimension, you can do that as well. Just take a little bit off of it, out of your pot there, and just use it as a dimensional layer on your project. Let it dry and you've got a beautiful dimension there. Mixed media projects, it's absolutely wonderful. So you can do it that way, just to put some dimension on your project. Okay, let's go to a different color. Oh, this color is Aquamarine. Aquamarine. Okay, this one is Cornflower Blue. If you have chipboard, see if I can get that off of my finger. Okay. If you have pieces of chipboard, you can use this to color them up. You don't have to put gesso down first. You can just put this on the top. You can put a light layer so that you'll have just, you know, it'll be just distressed looking, or you can put a heavy layer depending on what you're trying to achieve. So I'll put a heavier layer over here and then a light one right there, and you can see the difference. So you see that? You can use it straight on to the raw chipboard without having to put anything under it, and it covers really well. But if you want to have just a distressed look where you just want a little bit of color in certain areas, just tap it a little bit and there's your distressed. So either way makes it beautiful. Okay, you can also use it on wood. This is just a veneer piece. So we'll color this butterfly blue. It's just a wood veneer butterfly is all that it is. And I use my fingers on this because it just seems like you get a much better application. But you can definitely use a paintbrush if you'd prefer. Doesn't matter. It just seems better if you use your finger or, you know, a spatula, some kind of tool like that. It just seems to apply easier. But, you know, if you don't like getting your fingers dirty, then just use whatever you would wish. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So if I can turn my light into it. There you go. So pretty. And you could color it, you know, various colors to make your butterfly more than just blue if you wanted to. You could mix the colors up. Okay, another thing that you can do with it. Metal. You can color on metal. Let's see, I better use a different color than yellow. We'll use this one. And this will wash off with soap and water, so don't worry about that. Take your metal piece and just start applying it. Just rub it across it. If you feel like you've got too much, then just take a little towel and wipe over it a little bit. And you can take some of it right back off. But you can color your metal with it. Beautiful. Okay. And let's see, one more thing maybe. This is just a regular plain old paper flower. It's just one that I got, you know, out of one of my mini flower pots around here. You can color paper flowers. You can color them lightly, you can color them heavy, you can put just a tip on them, whatever. And there again, if you feel like, oh, I've got way too much on there, take a baby wipe and just smooth it around like you want it. So there's just a quick application on a flower. If you want to give it a little bit more body, you can mix it with your paste. Just take a little bit of the color that you want, mix it with your paste, and it'll give it a little bit more body because you'll have your paste and your mousse together. You can paint with this. Let's see. Let's put a little bit out. Put a little bit out on your mat. And make sure that it's a non-porous mat like this. Put some water on it. And then just mix that up. Just mix it until all of your little lumps are out of it. See how creamy that mixes? It has mica powder in there, so it mixes so pretty. And let's see. Let's paint a little bit on the back side of this. Then just take your paintbrush. It'll paint, the more you water it down, the more it's going to look like a watercolor wash. If you don't water it down very much, then it's going to paint more like an oil paint. It's going to be thicker. But either way, absolutely beautiful. Just try that, and there again you have a beautiful application. You can also make a spray out of this. Just take a little bit, put it in some water, and mix it up really well until you get the little lumps out of it because it has a mica in it. And then just use it as a spray. And that's not the best spray bottle that there is to use for that, but you get the general idea. When this dries, or when you dry it, then you will have a beautiful mica based spray. It is really, really pretty. Let's see if we can get a little bit on here without it being so. This is not a good water bottle. I grabbed this from my granddaughter. Do you see the mica powder in there? See those little spots? Isn't that pretty? So use it as a spray. And that, like I said, that is just a few ways to use this wonderful product. And there are, I do believe there are, I want to say 10 different colors, maybe 8 different colors of this. These are the newest ones. The Aquamarine, the Lemon Sorbet, and then the Cornflower Blue, and there is one other one that I don't have one of. We sold out of it before I could grab me one, but I will have all of the links to all of them right up here in the top on a little icon. You just click on that and it'll go straight to the link, and I'll try to put all the names right here as well as in the description below. So if you want any of these products and you're wondering what you could do with them if you had them, then just take a look at all of the beautiful things that you could create. Okay guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.